What is going on, guys? Politics Gaming here, and today I'm going to be doing a live stream, just a little bit of a pre-release live stream for the 2019 edition of Power and Revolution. I have not live streamed in a while, and I do apologize for that. So this is going to be the first live stream that I have actually done in at least a pretty hot minute. So anyway, so for those of you who are not really following up on my channel, we are basically preparing for the release of the 2019 edition of Power and Revolution. We are pretty excited for the 2019 edition. It is going to bring a lot of things in, and then I want to go ahead and discuss these things with you and then see how it goes. So in any case, what we are going to be doing today is we are going to be we're going to go ahead and just set up a couple of things for our country. I'm going to go ahead and reduce fossil electricity to 70% of our energy production. So that is going to be something we are going to be looking forward to. I am actually very excited for the revitalization of the energy sector for Power and Revolution 2019. I am very excited to deal with energy shortages, power outages, stuff like that. So that is going to be a very exciting thing to deal with. I am not playing the 2019 edition. I am not playing, again, I have to reiterate this, I am not playing the 2019 edition of Power and Revolution. I would let you guys know, and I can just let you see that this is not the 2019 edition. If you look down here, you will see that this is the 2018 start date. That means I am playing the 2018 edition, the most recent addition to Power and Revolution. So you can probably hear my cat scratching around. Alright, so first order of business, we're going to go ahead and subsidize farming. We're going to go ahead and subsidize them by about, let's go ahead and give them about $60 million of funding. So that is going to be our first order of business. That increased our deficit by 0.01%. And then we are going to not exonerate them, but we are going to just look into this. So I'm going to go ahead and subsidize. I'm thinking about subsidizing these by about 200 million each. That would be at least a couple of $1 billion that would be going down in the industry. So one thing that we need to make sure that we don't do from last time is increase our internet speed without trying to increase the amount of services that we have, because that exploded as Russia. That made our trade deficit just absolutely terrifyingly horrible. And that was something that was a very cool discovery on my part, as I never really did realize that increasing certain sectors actually affected other economic sectors. So that is one thing that if you guys have not seen my Russia live stream, in the last live stream series that I really had, I would actually come over here to media, and I would go to construction, and basically I would be building up my internet speed, but at the cost, I didn't know that I was actually creating more demand for the services sector. And this was basically just the amount of telecommunication that we were needing, and then we were not meeting our demand, and it was just tearing apart our entire services sector. So be careful whenever you are increasing spending on your internet speed. Let's go ahead and go over to taxation. Let's decrease the internet tax by 1%. That's going to be 1. And then we are going to come over here. We're going to reduce taxes Now, this is going to be very hard because, I mean, I can do this right now because both houses are controlled by the Republicans. However, in the next edition, we are having a split Congress. The House of Representatives of the United States will be controlled by the Democratic Union. And then the Senate will have a bigger majority over the Democrats. So this is going to be it's going to be a very challenging thing for you to get bills passed as the President of the United States. So in any case, it's going to be a very interesting thing to play, and that's why I'm definitely going to be playing as a U.S. as the United States once release actually happens. And I am keeping an eye on my email right now. I am also keeping an eye on the website to make sure that I am not missing any emails from the developer of Eversim, and I am not going to be missing out on any announcements that are being posted to their website, which I will be refreshing every now and then. So, in any case, that would actually be a very interesting thing. So if you guys actually do see anything, please go ahead and let me know, so I am not, again, missing out. Which one feature are you more excited to see from Power and Revolution? Well, let me actually go ahead and go over to features. One of the features I am actually excited about is global warming. I am very excited to deal with global warming as a threat in Power and Revolution. I am very excited to finally, because I always thought that was something that would be missing out from the game, is that global warming is one of the biggest hot topics of the decade right now, and we are not having to deal with something such as that. I am very excited to deal with things such as social inequality, overpopulation, probably a more intuitive global, just as the screenshot says, it's called Global Menace, and it gives you all of these things that you're supposed to be dealing with. I'm hoping that there is a little bit more of a revitalization of disease in the game. We are dealing with the extinction of animal species, natural disasters, rising sea levels, world hunger, climate refugees, and deforestation. It's going to be a very exciting time to actually finally deal with issues that are pretty big in the world as we see it today. I am very excited to deal with and actually change up my energy sectors to deal with climate change. I am very excited to try to curve this whole just thing that we have to do with climate change. So that's something that I'm very excited to do. Will you try playing Brazil considering their new leader? Possibly. I will possibly try to play them. I am also excited to have things such as women's rights. Hopefully there is more to it than the specific criminalization of street harassment. That would be pretty weird if that was just the only thing. I'm definitely going to be going through and looking at all of these things, and I'm definitely gonna be just looking to make sure that all these features are working and actually do something. So that's going to be something that I'm actually going to be very excited for. Maybe we actually do have a nuclear conflict that is revitalized that we can actually mess with now. So that's going to be something that's pretty exciting. I'm definitely going to try out the Chaos 2030 scenario. The whole world is just rampant with disease, nuclear famine, stuff like that. It's just gonna be pretty exciting. What else are we looking at? We have the active defense in the war game mode. We are definitely going to be dealing with things such as that we can finally make defensive lines with our with our missile launchers, that if an enemy crosses into a certain area, then we can actually instead of just like micromanaging the military, we can finally have the computer just kind of mess with it themselves, and then so we just have to worry about our own defensive lines and just control the infantry while our missile launchers actually cover it. CO2 capture emissions. That's going to be pretty exciting. If we can actually like place those or something like that, that would be pretty cool. I really want to see more of the research tree and see what kind of new things that we have. And I want to see if there is any new features being added into the if there's any new features being added into what do you call it? The into the space mini game that we have. Might bring down the wrath of Susan. All right, be quiet, boy. So that's going to be something else that I'm really excited for. Third generation nuclear power plants, hyperloops, stuff like that. Okay, so what I just realized actually is there's an option to dismantle third generation nuclear power plants. But on the feature list, we also do have something. It literally says, hang on, proliferation of riots in the region, simulation of electricity shortages. Okay, we have the possibility. Okay. Here. That's what we're looking at right now. The possibility of dismantling infrastructures on the map. So that's what we were looking at on a screenshot of the third generation nuclear power plant. So instead of just going in and then clicking it, we can dismantle a specific infrastructure. So that is actually going to be very cool. And that's going to allow you to just make like a whole area like nuclear free or something like that. So that's going to be very cool to actually do. To finally, I just realized that actually. We have other things such as the quantification of illegal economic sectors, which is going to be drug sectors, such as marijuana, stuff like that. I'm really excited to have simulations with drugs and marijuana and legalize drugs. So that's actually going to be very cool. And then once you actually legalize marijuana, you can actually tax it. Let me see what else. We have, okay, so here's one, is the closing and reopening of nuclear power plants. That was the feature that I actually told them would be a very cool thing. So that's going to be something that we could actually look forward to, is if they that's actually something that I would really like to see, is just the ability to come over here, such as I'm doing right now. I want to come over here to like California and then just go over to a random nuclear power plant. Let's go ahead and turn this on so I can see my nuclear plants. So we're going to go over to this little nuclear power plant, Comanche Peak Power Plant in Texas, producing 66 terawatts of power, and we would have the ability to turn it off. And then that would basically, like, if there was an earthquake that basically like ruptured something, or a natural disaster or something, then you could go over and you can manually turn off all of your nuclear power plants, such as Japan did when the 2011 earthquake happened. So one of the complaints that I have as playing as Japan is that you have to spend billions and billions of dollars just to dismantle all of these non-functioning nuclear power plants. They are not producing any power whatsoever, And it is very annoying that you have to have all these nuclear power plants because you have an energy crisis going on as Japan. You have to import coal because you have no alternative, because you have all these nuclear power plants and you're not able to use them. And then you just have to dismantle them and then build new ones. So that is something that I always had a complaint about whenever I started playing as Japan. I had to waste probably $50 billion, 50 to like $150 billion just to dismantle all of those nuclear power plants. And then I had to spend another probably $100 billion just to build the same amount of plants. So that was something that I just really did not like. And I'm very excited that they are actually fixing that issue. So you can finally turn these nuclear power plants back on as Japan. So that's definitely going to be something that I'm going to look into. Japan's probably going to be one of the first countries I'm actually going to play for the 2019 edition. Either that or just the United States. It's worth it to upgrade the internet speed. I was talking about this earlier, is that if you do upgrade your internet speed, find a way to go over here and go to services. Find a way to have this keep up with your internet demand, because whenever you upgrade your internet speed, you're going to have more demand for services from the internet and stuff like that, and that is going to explode your trade balance, and that is going to explode your consumption. You will have so much demand from internet services that you are not going to be able to keep up with it. I did that as Russia, and it was horrifying. So that is something that I am looking at. I'm actually going to go ahead and pull up their Twitter, just in case they actually make an announcement saying that they are releasing. To make sure that they are actually going to release this thing. So I will have their thing pulled up, and as soon as they make a new tweet, then I will have a notification from it. Banking services should be overhauled. The banking sector is useless in the game. I know, right? I really, really wish that there was a better banking sector, because this one, it just doesn't make sense to have a bank sector in here, except if you want to nationalize the banks. Like it does not make, it really does not make a lot of sense to have a banking sector in its services. I wish I feel like there just has to be a little more explanation into how these sectors work. So that's just something that I feel like would be interesting. At least there is a little more realism in which, like, you don't just get these things. You actually need, like, certain sectors to actually produce it, such as building, housing, and roadway. You need cement, wood, electrical materials, and steel. So, as I said before, it's going to be very interesting to try and deal with your wood sector, because there's going to be a lot of things that are going to require wood. And whenever you're increasing the amount of wood that you're producing, your deforestation rate will actually start going down. So that is going to be a big problem you're going to have to deal with in the 2019 edition. That's basically just something that I think is going to be very interesting to deal with. Let's go over here. All these things. Let's go over to Pluto. Let's go ahead and $346 billion. Hell yes. Let's go. Oh, wow. Wow. Public finances. No one liked that. That exploded our deficit to 4%.
I must confess to you that the current level of our budget deficit is not at all reassuring.
I don't even know if there's enough. Hang on. 36 million? Please, please, please. Yes. 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 Holy shit. I want to fucking kill myself. Yo! Let's see how far. There's not even this much people in the world. I don't even know what number that is. Oh, that's 5 quadrillion. Holy shit. We have a 37,000% budget deficit. I'm afraid of going to the next day. We're gonna fucking die. 189,000. Oh my god, 945,000. What number is that? 14 trillion people. That's like probably the population of the universe. 71 trillion. 359 trillion. What? Oh, what the fuck? 1 quadrillion people. There's no fucking way. I want to die. Oh my god, the number. I'm gonna break this game. Like, this game is never gonna let me start it again. I want to go to the next day. Like. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's no number. There's no number. Alright, let's go to the next day, boys.
It's time to open.
No.
The budget deficit is in alert.
That's so funny. Okay, let's go to the next day. Like, how many people? Population of the city. Details. 775,000 troops in Washington, D.C.
It's time to open your eyes. The people
Hello?
hold you responsible.
I
for
am at the
suffering.
central square. Here we are, it's rumbling. The people have taken to the streets to express their exasperation after everything you've made.
Alright, sorry about that. I was actually dealing with something. My cat was like literally messing around. I was trying to make him stop. Come on. Let's go to I want to see how the economy deals with a 1 quadrillion deficit. The last hours of Donald Trump. O-P-E, yes. Who the hell is that? Well, China made China hate me more. Bro, it's not even a number. Oh my god. Oh, there's hotkeys. That's funny. I just want to see how unemployment actually deals out.
It's time to
What? Oh, kill yourself. What's going on, Chief? Oh my god. Excuse. Oh. It's not even a number. I just want to actually want to see like how bad the debt would be. Shut up. Okay, so the economy collapses. Yeah. Okay, so cheat. Oh, that was fast. What?
It's time to open.
Stop! Oh my god, this is so funny.
Hello? I am at the Central Square.
I am at the Central Square. Wait for it. We're about to get the economic crash again. Aww. Oh my god, it's a black woman.
The situation is getting worse. Whether it's
Start stream to showcase the game before it release. The deals will being supported by EverSim. Proceeds to showcase every bug in the game. That's it. That's it. Okay, I literally want to break this game. I want to break this game right now. Alright, so we get the posed. Okay, so how do you break the game? What this is something that I want to figure out. How do you break this game, guys? Come on. I need an idea. I need an idea how to break it. I want to break this game so much that it's not going to let me. $3,000% income tax. Good lord.
It's time to open.
Oh my god, I thought that was a nuclear bomb. Alright, let's check our numbers real quick. GDP, trade balance. No, nothing yet. We just have this monstrosity of an expenditure. We're making $8 trillion though. Well, that's because of that. We just have to wait for that value added tax to kick in. And we are going
The VAT
to
increase,
die.
considering its present level, will undoubtedly have a lasting impact on consumption and limit growth, while risking ultimately plunging the country into a major crisis.
Okay. Ideological betrayal, minister resignation, meeting. Come on, let's go. Economic crash? No. Darn. I want a second economic crash. Oh! Black man. We're making $623 trillion off of 3,000% value added tax. I want to see how many researchers we actually have right now. Watch, people are going to be pissed that I'm... Now let's see how hard that growth actually drops. See? My God. Negative 82% growth. My GDP is $3.2 trillion. And my Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped from 26,000 to 14.8 thousand. Wow. God. This is awful. I'm just awful right now. Budget. $837 billion. Let's go ahead and fund the oh, nope. Oh, never mind. That's not going to let me do it. Trying to get rid of all try getting rid of all taxes now.
We have subdued the rebel movement.
We have subdued the rebel movement. Oh. Wait, hang on. I know what it's gonna do. So we need to make a reform, call it ass. And we're gonna go ahead and reduce that to 0. I'm gonna create that reform. And we only have a 100% deficit surplus now. We're going to go ahead and kill off all that. Call it ass. We have all of these. Actually, I think there's a way for me to do this. There's a approve all laws thing. Damn it. Oh, look at that. Democrats and Republicans are both for getting rid of a liquor tax. That is funny. That is hilarious. How much money are we making now? $67 billion off of nationalized industries. And $407,000 from the gun tax. And we only lost 22% in approval. Oh my god. Better health system. Anti-social policy. Anti-family policy? Why is it anti-family? I like this one. Demonstration for a better health system. That would be something you'd be seeing a lot. Against the low level of employers' contributions. Huh. Wow, this is just awful right now. 326 million people. Alright, Chiefs. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this right here. So if I see any news that the 2019 edition has been released by Eversim, I will let you guys know, and I'll immediately make a video announcing that that it has been released. If I get any emails or anything like that, I will let you guys know. Hopefully Eversim will provide me with the trial version, or at least just, you know, free code that they will activate for me, which I feel like they can do. I don't know if they will do it, but that is just going to be something that I'm looking forward to. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching this. I will go ahead and see you guys in the next one. I will definitely let you guys know what happens with the 2019 edition. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And hopefully we will see 2019 today and at latest tomorrow.